Hello everyone, day 101 here at Industrial Fabrication Company. It was a good day today. We spent a lot of time, kind of working on, how can we refine the bender's design even more and just make small improvements based on, our customer feedback that we got. And, that's coming off of, and like kind of the urgency for that is coming with, we're currently out of benders. We have orders ready to go for 3. And we quoted out 8 yesterday, 8 more. So that's 11 of the 20 that could, go just like that. So we're going to need more going, and where can we, as we got this feedback from our customer, how can we, really, tackle that quickly? Some of the things that we were working on for that is right now we have these eyelets here, and we've, had some different ideas. Do we, come up with something like this, but this doesn't look great? Or do we use the, eye bolts that are already there? And like, oh, it doesn't look great because doesn't have as sturdy of a stance. And if those were sticking out from, like, if you have that little bolt sticking out here, sticking up here, it doesn't look as sturdy. So how do we, still have that solid look without spending, each one of these is $5.20, and we have to weld a circle, which isn't the easiest thing to do. So after some back and forth and coming up with different ideas, what we thought about is we have this empty material right here. What if instead of buying this that has a rounded part on the bottom, what if we just bought the eyelet itself and then cut it out of here and then weld it on here? And then, it's essentially free material that's already going to get thrown away as scrap. So we're reducing total waste. We're not having to ship as much, it's already what we need. There's a lot of ways where that's really good. It's like, okay, that's awesome. That's a big improvement. And we'll look into, what the pricing is and stuff for that tomorrow. But then we had a similar thought where right now the handle for the bottle jack, so what goes in here and goes up and down, it rests on this, but it's a little wobbly and it's not the greatest thing ever, and thinking, well, if we're already going to cut out one of these pad eyes, what if we cut out another one, mount it right here-ish, and then just slide it through? Now without having to buy any more material, because we've already bought all this, we've cut out 2 more things, and we have a better product overall with less waste, and you don't have to buy that, don't have to cut it, and all that. So really happy with those changes, and we've got some other things coming on that too. Andrew's been looking into simulating what are all the forces that go into the bender, so that we can see, like, hey, okay, could we put, instead of just one slot here, could we put then another one down below? Something like that, where we can start to see, is there more weight that we could take out of it? Because that's feedback we've gotten from our customer, is these things are so heavy that it would be nice if they were easier to move around and lighter at that. So trying to do what we can there. And we were able to get a project done at a customer site today. They asked us to just do some work. I'll kind of throw up a picture of the pin for that. What was in there is quite bad, and then what's in there now is looking a lot better. And working on quotes to get out the door, and have a meeting with the customer for a big job we won last week, tomorrow, and we'll go from there. And I did forget to mention, you're also working on, right now we stick these labels on the side right here, but these don't have any super specific info on them. So looking into how can we get a serial number on them. One, it's testing equipment. We should have a serial number that can be tracked, have some way of knowing. But also, as we're now starting to make these changes to the design, we need to know if there is a problem with that design, or in particular with the jacks, because we are now changing where the location of the holes. We need to make sure that if they need a replacement jack, that we get them the holes in the right location. So those are things we'll be working on, and we'll go from there. Signing off for now.